Now we're hoping that someone's going to take over before the new season starts. Hopefully Juan Santori with a billionaire father-in-law. That's the touch wood, the plan.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Fournilwrittenalloverit. Today I'm delighted to say that Mr. Sunderland himself, the Mad Mistake, has very kindly answered the question, what needs to change at Sunderland? Without further delay, let's hand over to Terry, mate. All yours.
Well, here we go. I just want to explain for 4-0 written all over it, great YouTube channel, Portsmouth YouTube channel, hello, that what needs to change at Sunderland. Well, basically, we had a really tough time with Ellis Short. Ellis Short spent millions of pounds on managers. Managers wasted it on players, or was the managing directors who were wasting it on players, and he spent absolute fortune on Sunderland, who were millions in debt, and by the end of his reign, he'd lost complete interest in Sunderland Association Football Club when we were in the Championship, and we unfortunately got relegated to League One. He then wiped his hands clean of Sunderland. Stuart Donald came in, and whether it was Stuart Donald's persuasion to Ellis Short to wipe away the debt, so when Stuart Donald came in, he bought Sunderland Association Football Club 73%, I think it was, 74%, 20% Juan Santori, and 6% Charlie Metfin. They took over at Sunderland, and Ellis Short did the fantastic thing of wiping the slate clean, getting rid of all the debt. So Stuart Donald came in, and there was massive bills going out at Sunderland. We were wasting loads of money left, right and centre all over the place. So the first thing Stuart Donald had to do, and we have to give him credit for this, get rid of all the outgoings, wasting money, rein in the bills. So the bills weren't that expensive, the wages, the costs of opening up the big stadium, closing the top tier, cryo chambers, millions of pounds wasted on that just for the likes of Martin Baines, who was MD back in the day. He bought that for himself for the cryo chamber, and only him used it. You watch it on Sunderland Till I Die season 2. Loads of money wasted. Now Stuart Donald and Charlie Metfin came in and they did a grand job of saving loads of money, so the outgoings weren't too bad. But then Stuart Donald has had no money to spend on Sunderland Football Club. He's not a massive millionaire. Only has so much money, and without going into too much politics, he used some of the parachute payments to pay off Ellis Short and to do other things with. So at the end of the day, he come in, he hardly spent any money. He tried to run it on a shoestring business, shoestring budget, only got sort of second-rate players, a lot of second-rate players. We got a young manager in the Jack Ross. Now, if Jack Ross, it was unknown. Maybe we should have went with somebody who's had previous in these leagues or the Championship. Somebody with a bit of knowledge to get us up first time of asking. Now Jack Ross started off okay, but eventually his tactics were found out, and the team and themselves, they failed at the end of the day. They got beat off Charlton in the playoffs. Now Stuart Donald was backing everything, on getting promoted that season. His plan was to buy Sunderland for peanuts, get it promoted to the Championship or the Premier League, and sell it for millions and make absolute killing in the market and walk away 20, 30, 40 million in the pocket. That was for me. That was what Stuart Donald wanted to do. And us as fans, we weren't that bothered so long as he got us promoted and left us in hands of someone who cared about the club. So the second season came in, he backed Jack Ross again, did stubborn stay with Jack Ross. Nothing really changed. Tactics were poor. Jack Ross tried to change tactics again, didn't work out. He was failing yet again. We didn't bring in massive amounts of players. We got rid of some good players like, Lee Cattermole, Brian Oviedo. The players that were there the season before, they played quite well there with Lee Cattermole was one of the better players the season before, but by the time it came to the playoffs, they were knackered. They had a long run as against yourselves in the Checker Trade Trophy, so we had a lot of games, a lot of matches, and we didn't rotate the squad like we should have. So the second season, that happened, then we brought in Phil Pattinson. Phil Pattinson came in, and for whatever reason, one of our best players on the Jack Ross, Aidan McGeady, didn't want to play for Phil Pattinson. Now, whether that was Stuart Donald was trying to get rid of Aidan McGeady, allegedly told Phil Pattinson, let's just make it difficult for McGeady so you'll want to leave, or whether allegedly it was McGeady falling out with Pattinson. We don't know who it was, whether it was Stuart Donald wanting McGeady out or McGeady falling out with Pattinson because McGeady liked Jack Ross. We don't know what it was, but we lost one of our most influential players from the previous season. Now he was disrupting the squad, so again allegedly. So we started off with Phil Pattinson and we lost a lot of games. We didn't do very well at all. And then McGeady was put out the pasture, as you would say. And then Phil Pattinson started to change it round. We're on a good run of form. But as Phil Pattinson only got one game in the year game, because after we won 4 or 5 matches and doing really well, teams started to find us out, started to realise how we were playing games, and they started to combat us better. And then we lost 1 or 2, we drew. I can't quite remember what the results were, but towards the end of the season, 3 vital games. We drew against Joey Barton, 1-1 at Fleetwood at home, where we bottled it big style at home. Out of all the games, we bottled it against Joey Barton. Then against Gillingham at home, a game we needed to win. We were leading 2-1, and the last second of the match, absolute last second of the match, we bottled it again. Let a goal in, dropping another 2 points, 4 points dropped in 2 games, and then the game after that against Bristol Rovers. But just before the Fleetwood match, the Oxford match, we were winning 1-0. We won 1-0. We lost our best defender in Bailey Wright. He came in on loan, and we won 4 to 5 matches with him in defence. We lost him in the game we won against Oxford. He wasn't there for against Fleetwood. He wasn't there against Gillingham. Most of all against Bristol Rovers. The last game of the season, we got stuffed 3-0. Well and truly stuffed. Bristol Rovers ran us ragged, and we were absolutely clueless and hopeless. Bristol Rovers were far better on the day, and then COVID-19 kicked in. So there you can see Phil Pattinson came in, sorted things out, brought in a fantastic defender in Bailey Wright, which we've taken back this season. Touch wood, he'll stay injury free. He got injured, we didn't have a plan B, and then we failed at the end, and we didn't make it into the championship. And unfortunately Portsmouth didn't either. Sorry lads, but I was hoping you would get promoted. There we go, that's what's happened so far. Now we're hoping that someone's going to take over before the new season starts. Hopefully Juan Santori with a billionaire father-in-law. That's the touch wood, the plan. Right, take care. I wish Portsmouth all the best in the future. Absolutely fantastic team. I've got some great subscribers who subscribe to my channel from Portsmouth. Fantastic, and I wish Fournilwrittenalloverit a great season coming over. Take care. Stay safe. Definitely stay safe from this COVID-19 if we're even going to go to any matches this season. Right, we'll see you later. Thank you.
Terry, straight back at you, mate. Hope you're all safe and well, and thank you very much for doing that. Do you agree with everything that Terry has just said? Let us know in the comment section down below. Until next time, keep the faith, how are the lads, and play up Pompey.